Hello everyone, and welcome to the team builder for week 5 of VDL. Apologies, we are not in the game for this one, but we are indeed doing the team builder nonetheless. Apologies if I'm sleeping low. It is pretty late right now, but we are playing SixftHax and his team, the Carolina Haxorus. I'm going to be honest, I may be a bit of a SixftHax fanboy. I've been watching this guy since like 10 years ago. I used to watch this guy during like Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. So this is kind of surreal that I get to play him in VDL Ubers. But moving on from that, let's get into his team. So Mr. SixftHax has, and his team, obviously the Carolina Haxorus, has a Terra Dragonite, a Dragapult, his Gold Uber in Ho-Oh, a Tinglu, a Tentacruel, a Jirachi, a Kamala, a Meowscarada, an Enamorous Incarnate, and a Primate. So let's get into what we are bringing. Well, we are bringing Kyurem White, which is Choice Scarf this week. Second week bringing it. We are just max speed. I believe we are creeping a scarfed. I don't even know what we're creeping. Is a scarfed something? Yeah, I think it's scarfed. Is it scarfed Dragonite? It's probably plus, like, not scarfed, but +1 Dragonite is probably what we're creeping on this. We have Draco, which hits a lot of his team very, very well. Things like Dragonite and Dragapult. We have Fusion Flare for things like the Meowscarada. Freeze Dry hits things on his team, like obviously Meowscarada, Enamorous, but also the Tentacruel super effectively, because obviously it's water type super effectively. And Stonehenge is there actually is a cool, neat little thing here for Ho-Oh, which it does more than Ancient Power. So obviously Ancient Power is only 60 base power, this thing's 100, and we have a pretty solid attack stat of 120, surprisingly, on Kyurem White. Not something you really expect. So yeah, Stonehenge actually does more to the Ho-Oh, especially if he's running a SPDF set, which I definitely think he is going to be SPDF this week. So yeah, that is it. Next up we have Clodzaya. We are running Black Sludge, and we are max SPDF on this one. We are running Stomping Tantrum, just to get around a few things, like for example if we Stomping Tantrum into a Protect, or into the Ho-Oh being immune, or Dragonite. The next Stomping Tantrum is higher base power. We have Toxic to be able to chip things like Ho-Oh and like Dragonite and stuff down. We have Recover to heal ourselves up, and Stealth Rock. And this is also going to be our main way to stop a Enamorous, because we don't get beat by either the Superpower variant or the Carmine variant with them setting up, and we get to just click Toxic on them and then recover forever. Next up we have the debut of Opal the Ursaring. I do think Opal, we are max SPDF as well. He is a very specially offensive team, so we have a lot of SPDF mons. We are Violet and Guts, and we are Rest Talk, EQ, Body Slam. Between Earthquake and Body Slam, we hit most of his team. The only immunities obviously to the EQ are the Ho-Oh and the Enamorous, neither of which want to really be paralyzed. And EQ hits things like the Tentacruel, does decent damage to things like Tinglu, things like Meowscarada. We do very, very well into a lot of his team. If Ho-Oh wants to be in front of us, is probably going to be our main Ho-Oh swap in, because obviously if he Sacred Fire burns us, we get the boost on body slams and stuff. We can just rest up and just forever hit in front of it, which is also very nice. Next up we have Lumberry DD Mew. We're obviously physically offensive. We have Player Off, EQ, Stonehenge, and we are Terra Fairy this week, Tourmaline. Yeah, very, very interesting set. I believe we do a lot of damage. Stonehenge is there for the Ho-Oh and the Enam. Player Off hits a lot of things like the Tinglu and the Meowscarada alongside Dragapult and Dragonite pre-Terra. And then EQ hits a lot of things. I do think he's going to be Terra Fire on the Dragonite this week. So I do think between Stonehenge and, Stonehenge especially just hits both, even when he is unterred or turret, which is really, really nice. DD just allows us to outspeed a few things. And I do think we're just running max speed this week to be able to speed creep to speed tie the Tentacruel if that's also max speed. Next up we have Life Orb Fluttermane. You're running Shadow Ball, Moonblast, Power Gem, and Psyshock. It's going to be a Power Gem once again for Ho-Oh and Enam. Shadow Ball hits a lot of things on his team very, very well. Things like Dragapult and just straight up Dragonite Pre-Terra. Moonblast hits obviously the Dragapult as well, but also things like Meowscarada and Tinglu, and Psyshock is there for the Tentacruel, just because he gets around like a Spadef AV Tentacruel. Next up, we have our one physically defensive one for the week, which is Azurite the Corviknight. We're running Body Press and Iron Defense, which allows us to, I believe, beat things like Tinglu, do a lot of damage to them. If we are not defogged this week, which could be a little bit problematic, but I don't think Tinglu comes, so we shouldn't really have to deal with hazards. We have Roost to be able to heal up, and then we have U-turn to be able to swap around, because I do think we need to get rid of Ho-Oh before we want to ever try really Iron Defensing on Corviknight, because he's always just going to go there, and that allows us to get in stuff like Mew or our Kyurem to be able to deal with the Ho-Oh. So yeah, that is the team for week 5 against SixftHax. Big game on a personal level and also in the league. So I'll see you all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome to the battle for week 5 of VDL Ubers, where we take on SixftHax. Very, very interesting game. We do know he's Terra Fire Dragonite. Let's see what he brings. He brings the Dragapult, the Tinglu, the Ho-Oh. So he does have Zuba, has Terra Fire Dragonite, which we know. Jirachi, which I definitely think had to come, and Tentacruel. So what didn't he bring? No Meow, no Enamorus is big. The rest of them are just like his lower point mons. I don't really mind that. A little bit intrigued about Tinglu. Thought that'd be an Enam. Dragapult as well. Thought also could be an Enam. I think this is a tough lead for us. I do like Kyurem lead into most of what he brought. I'm scared of Jirachi or Tinglu lead. I think we can cover both with Mew. Rocks are pretty valuable into the Dragonite and the thing, especially if he's Terra Fire, although I heavily doubt he's not Boots. I think we are just gonna lead Mew here. He's got a solid matchup into everything. If he leads Dragapult, good play. We just go Ursaring immediately. And yeah, let me double check I'm recording. And let's get into the damage count. Let's pull up Mew. And what is the lead? It is Yavia Tentacruel. Doesn't do too much to me. We do a lot with an Earthquake. Yeah, we do loads with an Earthquake here. We do like 50%. If you knock off Lumberry, how bad is that? Do we kill it at +1? He's defensive. It's a roll that I don't want to take. I don't want to be weak to poison moves. You could just flip turn here. I do like the Earthquake. I think I'm just going to click it without terastallizing. We're going to do half. Okay, good. And he's just going to flip turn. So he's going to bring us down to 296. He did 51 with the flip turn, which looks about 0 minus attack nature. Could be, is it not? Could it be just not attack nature lowering with the flip turn? Could just be 0 attack as well. But we get some really solid chip there, 50% onto the Tentacruel early. How much, what did that look like? Was that like physical? That does look like it was very phys-def actually, because it only took 50. We normally do like 60% mint, like max HP, good amount of phys-def investments. I do think he is phys-def. Very interesting. Boo, what is that? Tinglu? It is the Tinglu. Okay. Vessel of Ruin. Tinglu. If we are a fairy, We do a lot of damage to this with a play rough. We do like 40%. I do like that play a lot. The other option is to go like Corviknight early. Kind of wish I had Defog right now. He could just go for a Spike. Is another option. I do think I'm just going to throw off a Terrifairy play rough though. Let me double check I did ton on my Terra. I'm pretty sure I did get Terrifairy Mew. We are just going to get a huge player off here. Let's see. Ooh, big chunk there. Was that a crit? It was. And we do see Citrus Berry. Interesting. I'm very sorry for the early hacks. We do see rocks go up here. 60% on a crit. He healed 25 and he's at above 60, so that means he took about 65% from a crit. Play rough on a crit. That could just be max HP. It looks a little bit less defensive. If we go +1, we should kill it with a play rough. I do like that play. I think we're just gonna D-dance here. Ah, that's a good whirlwind. Good play from him. We could have just got more chip with play rough. That's fair enough. What do we get thrown out into? Rocks are up, which is a little bit annoying for stuff like Kyurem. It is Corv, which is very fine. We are going to take rocks, but we are going to take lefties as well. How much are we doing with body presses? Like 30%. What's his answer to this? U-turn does like 15 if he's max HP. I'll be slower. No. Where does he go into? Probably Ho-Oh here. I think I will U-turn. Okay, so he just does stay in. I'm going to do a little bit there with a U-turn. So we go back into the Mew. I don't mind going into the Mew here. I think we do. Should probably just body press there. Do take rocks. And he's going to Ruination. Okay. To be expected. I think we just play rough here. And get our damage in case he tries to stop our setup. Maybe I should definitely have just play roughed on the turn. He whirlwinded. That was a silly play. I should have known it was an option. He does have a roll to kill us from here. We're just going to play rough. Do we get the kill? We're just going to miss out. That is a bit annoying. We are going to get an attack drop, which is actually huge. It means that Earthquake never kills, I do believe, unless he gets a crit. Does not get a crit. I am so sorry to SixftHax there for that. Do we risk a Stone Edge here? What is the faster mon? Nothing really wants to come in on us, to be honest. Do we risk an EQ here? I think we do. I think I'm going to click it just in case he goes for the swap. Yeah, he does just let the Tinglu die here, which is fine by me. He goes into Pult, which is definitely faster than us. Do we just go hard into Ursaring? Or do we let this go down? Does he kill us with a U-turn? That's, I think, an important calc to run. He should kill... That's banded, actually. He specs, he shouldn't kill us, which means he has to go for a ghost move, probably. Unless he's running coverage. I'm just going to play rough here. He does go for the Shadow Ball. It's fine, we just always go Ursaring here. Do we go Clod, actually? No Tinglu is actually really, really nice for us. What do we do when we're in Clod? Not much. We could fire for Toxic. How much do we do to Jirachi? Like 60% with a Stomping. I think I'm going to make the Clodsire play. He specs. He's doing very, very little. What is his answer to Clod? Do we fire off a Toxic here? I think we do. It's either that or Rock. Rock looks nice. But he's definitely boots on the Dragonite. I feel like he has to be boots on the Hoa too. So what does he go into? Hopefully not Jirachi or Tentacruel. It's into Gallo. I don't know what that is. That's the Ho-Oak. I think obviously this is guaranteed. That's really big. That's a good bit of damage there. Ho-Oh. He's defensive. He does like 50% with a Brave Bird here. We could get our rocks here. It's decent for Dragapult. Do you think we click it, right? Brave Bird does hurt a lot. How much are we taking on Opal here? Not too much. I think we just go Opal here. We're going to take rocks. But him being Toxic is really nice. We do swap first, so he stays in. He does Will-O-Wisp, which is just going to activate our Guts, which is fine. We're going to take some damage here. We are burned on the Ursaring, which is going to boost us. We do a really good chunk to Hoa with a Body Slam here. I kind of want to click EQ. I don't think there is a reason to. Part of me also wants to rest up, just in case he clicks Brave Bird. How much are we at? 313? We're 82. So I don't think we can take two Brave Birds. I think we do just rest here. Toxic is going to be as impactful because obviously he's Regenerator. But I'm hoping he just clicks Brave Bird here. He's sub. Interesting. Sub while being Toxic is a crazy play. He's going to keep taking poison behind that sub. I'm very confused by that play. I think we are going to sleep talk. Hopefully get body slam and break the sub, that'd be nice. He's taking a lot of toxic poison damage here. He's going to withdraw. Okay, so he does withdraw. Interesting. Into Javier. Is that the tentacle? It is. Can we get a earthquake here, please? Come on, earthquake. No, we do get the rest. Unfortunate. I do think he's going to knock off here. What do I not mind losing my item on? I don't really mind losing it on Clod. How much should we take from on Clod's eye? Knockoff does like 16. Flip turn does like 30%. I think the knockoff is really obvious. I think you can just flip turn the next turn now, and that's the thing. I do think we need our Violite for Dragapult. So yeah, this is already a tough battle, it looks like. Even though we got rid of the Tinglu. If you take rocks, as he just floats, flips and it'll be annoying. It is just a knock, which is fine. This is not Black Sludge. Do we kill the Stomping? I assume we do. Zombie Tantrum is a roll if he's defensive. I'm not recovering on the obvious flip turn. Toxic again could be a play. I think I'm going to Toxic again. He does withdraw again. Into the Ho-Oh. Okay, so yeah, definitely recovering was better. How much is Clod taking from hits from this? You do know he's sub Will-O-Wisp so far. Sacred Fire isn't a 2-hit kill. Brave Bird does just over half. I think I'm going to recover here. If he Willows, he Willows. He does his Brave Bird. Is he offensive? Down to 105 from about 453. Does look like 0 attack. Yeah, we basically healed that off. We can go Corv here, I want to say. Part of me just wants to recover again, but I don't want to let him get into Dragonite for free. This is a tough call. I think he just swaps out the Ho-Oh into what a lot of things are good into me. I think I'm just going to recover again. He Willows, that's fine. I'm not meant to be an offensive guy anyway. Toxic would kill him this turn. So part of me wants to fire off another one. We'll get my rocks up, one of the two. Part of me also really just wants to go Corv here. I think I am going to go Corv, and if he makes a Sacred Fire play, good play. He does withdraw. Okay, so we get a swap into what? Manipult. Okay, so Dragapult. So maybe Toxic was the better player then. How much does Dragapult do to me? He never kills me. We did swap in, so we're going to get a little bit lefty recovery. Shadow Ball, if he specs, does 46%. Do you think I U-turn here, get the slow pivot? He U-turns himself, okay. That's fine by me. I should try and get rocks up just to chip the Dragapult down as well. We could see Ho-Oh come back in. This could be the time we unleash Flutter Mane, actually. So we've lost Mew, he's lost Tinglu. His Ho-Oh is just toxic poison, then it's some sort of sub-brave bird. It is just the Ho-Oh, okay. Is that about 50? He's gonna take up a U-turn. Rocky Helmet or anything like that? I do definitely think this is Boots then, because it hasn't showed item, unless it's like Chardy Berry. Is this Unleash Flutter Mane time? I do think it is. Or it's Unleash Diamond time. How much do you do? Kyurem White. Into defensive Ho-Oh. Doesn't kill with the Draco. Flutter Mane does kill with the Power Gem. I do think we get Flutter Mane this turn. This is a tough call. I do think we have to Power Gem this turn. There's no great swap into it. It does withdraw into what? Into Javier, which is the Tentacruel. Okay. I guess this is just a sack then, right? Yeah. Is there a Shadow Ball resist? There is not, so we just click Shadow Ball this time. This doesn't. Is this like Scarf? No, there's no way this is Scarfed. It was like knockoff. I doubt it's Scarf. Maybe it's Scarf. Maybe I clicked too fast. That's not good. Getting rid of Tentacruel is nice just for because it is a Flutter Mane swap in. So yeah, down goes the Tentacruel here. So he has what? Jirachi, Dragonite which hasn't hit the field yet. It's still completely terrifying. This is just an easy Dragapult though, because you're always faster than me. And I should have bluffed Scarf. That was bad. Should have bluffed Scarf there. Andreas, what's that? That is the Dragonite, which we know is Terra Fire. This is interesting because you're always weak to Power Gem. We do, if you're no investment, we do like 40% with the Power Gem. This is tough. I think we always go into Corv though. Terra Fire. With Fire Punch is doing how much to me? That's my Flutter Mane. Does click the Tower Fire button, which is a good play. Should I have just broken the multi-scale? Maybe I should have. Yeah, Fire Punch is a good play. That's a huge chunk. That was a misplay on my end. Do you think I have to Roost here? He's just gonna Fire Punch again, yeah. Good play from him. Do I lose to Dragonite now? I think I have to break the multi-scale because I'm just thinking about what does he have left. Not too much. Do we go for the Kieran play now? I'm just worried about it. I think I have to go Flutter. I should have just stayed in and Power Gemmed the first time. That was silly by me. Also, that looked like no attack investment. Is this thing like super defensive? I think I do have to break it. I mean, does do like 40% with the Power Gem if he's no investment. Yeah, that's like super defensive. Do not kill me, please. He does kill. I think this is game. I think Dragonite just cleans me up from where I'm at. Does Ursaring take hits from this? I think we do have to go Ursaring hat. How much do Earthquakes do to this if this is Terra Fire? Max HP. With the multi-scale broken. If we get Earthquake, we do about 50% here, which is huge. Why did I throw away Flutter Mane? That was silly. Maybe Kyurem can still bring this back somehow. He does Fire Punch. How much does this do? Nothing. Okay. And we're going to get double rest. That's unfortunate. We do take another one. I do think we Body Slam here. Trying to get the para. He's just going to spam Fire Punches. We should be able to take another one. We're just going to Body Slam here. We're not going to get the para. And we are just going to go back to sleep. If we are asleep, how much should we do? We do like 80%. He's Roost. Okay. Maybe Ursaring can clutch this somehow. We're just going to Sleep Talk. He's just going to spam Fire Punches, which is fine. If we can actually get moves here, we could be in a solid position. We would actually outspeed this if we get a Body Slam para. And we're going to get 3 rests in a row. We're going to click Sleep Talk once more. You can really just Roost up to full, right? How much are we doing to Jirachi with an EQ? If we are asleep, we should 2-hit KO it. He's just going to spam Fire Punches. Can we please get a move that does something?
We are going to get an EQ. Wait, does this kill? It does a huge amount of damage. We have to wake up and go back to sleep. Maybe I should have gone for the body slam there, because we do always live. Then he just comes in and kills me with something else. Physical Garachi doesn't do too much to us. Does he get a fighting move? It's Drain Punch. It's Aura Sphere. There's only 2 fighting moves. Just Fire Punches. Good play, I think. He's just trying to bank on me not doing what I'm doing. We're gonna go right back to sleep. We're gonna Sleep Talk a move. Potentially do a lot of damage to something. If we could Sleep Talk Earthquake, that's probably perfect, right? Because what does he have left? He has the Jirachi, which is weak to it. He has the Dragapult, which will take a good amount of damage. He has the Dragonite, which will take a good amount of damage. He still has a Ho-Oh, which doesn't like body slams, I don't think. This is our first Sleep Talk, which is important to note. I think this is, if he's going to switch, it's going to be this turn, right? He just roosts. If we Sleep Talk a Earthquake, we do kill. Can we Sleep Talk an Earthquake or Body Slam Power would also be nice. We do get the Body Slam. And we are going to get the Power, which is huge. I think we just get to Sleep Talk here. Here's 4 mons left. There is the Ho-Oh. We are now faster because of the Power. Can we please get a move? 66% chance to kill this Dragonite here. And we're going to get it! Down goes the Terra Dragonite, which is actually huge, because that was a huge stopper to our Kyurem. I think I should prefer this, because we get to wake up this turn now. How much are we doing to a Jirachi here with an EQ? We're doing about 50% for sleep. It is Ho-Oh. I do think we just Body Slam here. He's just going to Brave Bird, good play. We're just going to do under half. We're going to get some good Brave Bird chip here. Body Slam chip, sorry. Yeah, we do a lot there. I think we're going to rest up here. He's going to withdraw, good play. What is it into? Manipult. Sorry. We're going to go to sleep. How much does Dragapult do to us? This is actually our check to Dragapult, which is kind of crazy. He does only about 40% to us. We're just going to Sleep Talk here. Obviously, it's a little bit worse for us just because he's going to Draco. Boom, he's going to do nothing. Things are getting chipped, though, which is really, really nice. We're going to get a Body Slam, unfortunate. We're going to Sleep Talk once more. How much did that do? He did 120 with the Draco, which is not specs. He does withdraw. Doesn't U-turn, so maybe Scarf? Yeah, I think he has to be Scarf then. Which is really not good for us, actually. Can we get a Body Slam, please? We get an EQ, unfortunate. This Toxic is actually really big because it's just not allowing the Ho-Oh to do what it wants. Part of me almost thinks that he just stays in it, does go for the play and swaps out, and I want to click EQ. I don't think I can do this if we get into 1v1. I do think I have to go back to sleep, or do I just body slam here? If I get the call wrong, I get it really wrong. I think I have to rest again. It's a tough call for him, because if I Brave Bird and this is the play that I call your swap, you're in a lot of trouble. I could have just gone for an EQ and done a lot of damage to something. It's into Dragapult again. We're gonna go straight back to sleep. He's just healing up his Ho-Oh, which is fine by me. We only have, what, 3 rests left? It's a little bit unfortunate. We're just gonna sleep talk. I think it's tough to swap around because Body Slam just does so much. I think he just U-turns here, in all honesty. Maybe he goes to the Draco, I don't know. Maybe he goes to the Draco and swaps. Ursaring putting in so much work, by the way, for no reason. He goes with a Dragon Dart. Interesting, he does 60 per hit. Can I get an EQ, please? EQ would be lovely here. We're going to get rest. Well, we haven't got rest in a while, so it's kind of expected. Did we take 3? Took about 100 from that. Just over 100. I do think we take 3 Dragon Darts. Well, there's going to be a roll. That crit literally, I think, might have won him the game, unfortunately. And we're just going to get rest, yeah. Where are we at now? 123. I think there's a very slim chance we live. He has to get very minimum rolls, though. It's a chance. Did I click Sleep Talk or Rest by accident? I may have thrown the game by accident and clicked Sleep Talk. That was fun. Just Dragon... Ah, that's so annoying that I just accidentally threw... Do we take a Dragon Dart? If he's like naive. We do eat it. No, we don't eat it off the rocks, I don't think. It's a roll. It's really not in my favor. That was a throw and a half. Ah. Yeah, that's so tough. I think I just threw the game so hard there by accident. I think I have to click Stomping Tantrum. Yeah, and he's doing way too much with that. That was a crit. Cursed Body's my only attacking move. It's funny. I'll try Recover Spam. I think he just wins the game from here with Jirachi. I should have gone into my Kyurem and taken the only option, which is to spam freeze. Right, yeah, he's gonna kill me. And I'm almost certain he's scoffed. I accidentally just threw the game so hard. But was there a way through? I think it was just me stalling, in all honesty. We are scarfed and we're going to have to pick a move to lock into. And I don't think there's a good one that we can lock into. Freeze Dry has a chance to freeze, right? Yeah, this is the only chance. Do we live a Dragon Dart? I don't think we do. There's a roll. We didn't live it. Unfortunate. It was a wrong which we lived at, it looks like. But GG's. GG's to SixftHax. He's an incredible battler. And I threw the game by accident. I'm going to blame that on the fact it's 1 a.m. and my brain is cooked. But GG's to him. He played really, really well. He's such a good battler, so I kind of expected this could have been a possibility. But Ursaring did a lot better than I expected, which I'm really, really happy with. So yeah, GG's to SixftHax. And I'll see you lot all next week for week 6.